My superstars, as usual, I would like to welcome you for yet another beautiful lesson. We have now put Aleman aside. We want to look at this man when he has advanced from one state, from a bad state to a better one. Are we there? But as usual, my name is Saddam, and don't write it wrongly when you are writing it, okay? So I left you with an activity that we have to first go through, and before we go through the activity, push anything that can disturb you away. Tell your younger ones, if they can disturb you, to leave that place. Stay there with your maybe bigger sisters or brothers or any person who is immediate to you. Now, we had 6 numbers, and I have feeling that all my children passed. In history, everyone passed this work. Question number 1, what is meant by the term Stone Age? Stone Age was the time when Aleman used tools made out of stones. You can also say Stone Age was the time when Aleman used stone tools. It's also correct. Question number 2, identify the most important discovery made by Aleman during Neolithic. That was farming. That was farming. Number 3, how did farming help Aleman to live a settled life? Aleman was able to get constant food supply. He was able to grow enough food. End of the 2. Number 4, which discovery made Aleman to lead a settled life? The discovery of farming. I said how Aleman started producing enough food. Remember, he was looking, he was moving in search for food. So he started getting enough food. There was no need for him to move from place to place. And lastly, second last, give one way farming was important to Aleman. Farming provided Aleman with food. Which discovery marked the end of Stone Age? That is the discovery of iron. Anyone with everything correct? Wow, you can pat your back. No problem, pat your back. Now, if you missed out some few numbers, make corrections. What do we have today? Today we are going to talk about early migration. You know, people who are living in our district, Kampala, most of them moved from some places and came to Kampala. So we want to first look at early migration, so we shall know the reasons to why those early people migrated, and also why do we migrate today? Why did you leave Jinja and you came to Kampala? Why did you leave Masaka and you came here? Why did you leave Rukungiri and you came here? We have to find out answers to those questions. Someone is saying, you didn't talk about Guru. Okay, why did you leave Guru to come to Kampala? We shall see. Now, session number 1, we work in sessions, remember? And as a P4 member, we learned this in P3, even in which other class? Stop lying. In baby class, you did not learn about migration. You are only learning about shading and scribbling. Now, so what is migration, my friends? What's migration? Someone is thinking, okay, without wasting time, migration is the movement of people from one place to another for settlement. By the way, migration and transport are friends. But the difference comes in with this word settlement. With migration, you go with an aim of staying there for some time. You are going to settle there like for a month, for 2 months, or for years. Are we there? So migration, the word settlement has to appear. And we are going to spell the word settlement together. Settlement. S-E-T-T-L-E-M-E-N-T. Settlement. So you can see my friends here with their luggage, and they are moving. I don't know what is chasing them, but we shall know. So migration involves moving from a place to another, but for settlement. Are we there? And session number 2, causes of early migration. Why do you think early people migrated? Those people migrated from very, very far, but they came to our district. So why do you think? I want you to think. Stop smiling. Just think. Why do you think these people of long time ago migrated? Oh, we have to see whether your thinking was okay. One, these people migrated due to famine. Some people they never had enough food. Some of them had no food completely, and they were starving, so they never wanted to keep dying. They said, no, we can move and look for places with food, and they ended up in Kampala. Are we there? So they migrated to look for food, all due to famine. Are we there, P4 members? Secondly, they migrated to escape from epidemic diseases like coronavirus. When it was still in China, it was an epidemic. But when a disease crosses borders at a fast rate, then it becomes a pandemic. And now it is a pandemic. But before it came to Uganda, it went to America, to Dubai, it was epidemic in China. So such diseases are dangerous and they can kill many people within a short time, the likes of cholera, Ebola. So when these diseases occur in some places, people decided to quit, to go away from those places. So people migrated to escape from epidemic diseases. Are we together, Mr. P4 and Madam P4? Also, they migrated because of wars and internal conflicts. These days we are so peaceful, but long time ago, communities could fight one another. To expand, you would first fight your neighbor. Imagine if that thing comes back. But it will not come, okay? So communities would go and fight the nearby communities, and then they say this place is all ours. So some people migrated during such circumstances. So they would migrate because of wars in their area, and some of them internal conflicts. The conflicts within families. Okay, you hear my grandfather bewitches me, my uncle is doing this, so you end up saying, no, let me leave this place, let me go away. So that's what could happen. And that's why we are very many in Kampala. Those are some of the reasons to why we left. But now I'm talking about our ancestors. Are we there? We shall also know why do we leave our places and we come to Kampala. Now, also we have natural calamities or natural hazards. These are natural things that happen and they can destroy property and human lives, like floods, drought, famine, diseases. Also, some migrated because they wanted to adventure. They wanted to see, to have new experiences. They thought where they are going is very different from where they were living. So they had to go and search for fertile soil, for crop growing, search for pasture for their animals, and influenced by friends. Some of them said, now my friends have left me, so I cannot manage to stay here. Let me follow. And they would follow like that, and they ended up in different places. Now this is what happens when there is famine. You can see these children here. They are saying some food, and there is no food. What happens? They can starve and die. So their parents were very clever. They never wanted these children to die. They had to go away from those places. Also, famine affected these animals. There was drought and no pasture. These animals need water and pasture to grow well, but no water, no pasture. You can see the situation here. The animals were dying, so these people had to migrate to go to better places. Now you can see diseases, epidemic diseases. Oh. So when some people became so sick, they had to leave their places and they had to look for places that were free from epidemic diseases. So wars and internal conflicts, when there is a war, you expect people to die because there is exchange of dangerous weapons. Are we there? Like in the modern era, they use bombs, they use missiles, guns. Are we there? So even long time ago, people could fight one another and they kill one another. So some people would move because of that. Now, friends of people, natural calamities, you can see what is happening here. Landslides happened and someone's vehicle was affected and some people were inside this vehicle. So now those who survived said we have to leave this place, okay? This normally happens in the Bugisu part of Uganda, even southwestern part of Uganda, where we have highlands. So people will leave these places because of landslides. So they will go to better places. Here we have floods. Also we have landslides and we have drought here. So these people will leave because of the too much sunshine. Now, friends, adventure. Some people just imagine where we are going. There is different climate, different people, different plants, and they want to go and see, have a new experience. Like if I said, now children, I want to have 50 of you. We are going to Dubai to study from there. And then we say, now the rest we can study in Kampala. Then I say, those who want to go and study from Dubai, you will see that most of you will want to go to Dubai. Even when we have the same teachers. Why? You think in Dubai things are so different. You want to adventure. So that's how some people ended up moving, to look for fertilizer, for crop growing, to look for pasture for their animals, and influenced by friends. Some people moved because, now you can see these two. This one was going, then the friend said, no way, you are not going to leave me. So he had to follow. And that's what we call, some migrated because they were influenced by friends. Okay? Like the way you changed from that school and you came to Kampala Quality. After 1 year, your other friend also joined. It was your influence, okay? You influenced him, and he had also to join Kampala Quality. Now, friends, I am about to finish this lesson. Session 3, problems that were faced by early migrants during their movements. What problems did they face on the way? Okay, 1, poor transport. Long time ago, we never had tarmacked roads. We didn't have maram roads. We would just make a path, a walkway. So, poor transport, these people were attacked from fierce wild animals. We didn't have many buildings as you can see them today. All these places were full of plants, forests. So, they were attacked by wild animals. Also attacks from hostile tribes. There are tribes that are hostile. They don't want anyone to cross into their land. The moment you cross there, you are in danger. Then, shortage of food and water. They lacked food on the way, they lacked water, and lastly, difficult in crossing big features like rivers, mountains, lakes. It was not easy for these people to cross rivers now like River Nile. If they were from the other side and they have to cross and go to the east of River Nile, it was not easy for them to cross. During that try, some of them would die, and some of them would successfully cross. Now lastly, and this is the last session, why people migrate today? Why do we migrate? Okay? Why do people of today migrate? Okay, we want to see. The reason is the same as those in the past, or for us we have just simple reasons. Let's see. Reason number 1, job transfer. For example, I'm the RDC of Kampala, and in the morning I read in New Vision, Waiso Saddam has been transferred to Nakapiripiriti as the new RDC. I will be forced to leave Kampala to go tunaka pilipili because of job transfer. Has any of your parents experienced that? You were in Kampala and now you find yourself in Mpigi because of job transfer. We also have to look for better jobs. Okay? You might be somewhere and you have a job, but you think it gives you little money and you do a lot of work. So you say, let me go and look for a job where I work smart. I don't work hard and I get a lot of money. And you migrate. Also to look for safe places. For example, if there is an epidemic or landslides, the place is not secure, you have to move and look for secure places with tight security. To look for better schools, hospitals, roads, communication network, and so on. So some people came to Kampala because they wanted better schools like Kampala quality. Yes? That's why you came. Also to look for water and pasture for their animals, and to look for large land. For example, farmers. You're in Kampala and you're a farmer, you don't have enough land. You'll be forced to go to Chivoga, where we have a lot of land, and you cultivate there. So my friends, I want to thank you for being good class. You have been good learners. And as usual, I have 5 numbers for you that I really want you to answer with passion, to answer with love. And I want to say we meet in the next time.